roller. Find yourself on top of a hill.
Greetings, I'm Barrett, and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. We're going to be doing an unboxing today of Set a Watch. It's the deluxe edition that I got from Kickstarter. Now, this game is a wonderful game. It's for 10 plus, 1 to 4 players, and runs about 60 minutes. Now, I've noticed that this game plays really well solo, but it also can be played together in a group. You're going to be gaining 4 different adventurers, and each time a person has to watch the fire, and the other 3 have to get through this kind of puzzly kind of quest of defeating certain monsters in a location. And if you can do that through 9 rounds, you're able to get through the entire game and win. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, there are going to be some component differences between my deluxe edition and the retail edition you're going to find on the shelves, but I will hopefully get a chance to tell you which one is which as I'm going through this opening. Also, if you're looking for a playthrough of this, I'm hoping to do one very soon. But if you're so eager to get a playthrough of this game, I know One Stop Co-op Shop, Mike over there, and also Doug Herring have both done fantastic playthroughs of this game. I'm going to link their playthroughs in my description below, so please feel free to take a look at that if you want to see some gameplay of this. Now let's dig into the game. I've gone ahead and ripped off the shrink wrap, and as you can see, it's got this really cool slip cover here. Now this I know is from the Kickstarter. Only the deluxe edition has these slip covers. The retail version is going to look similar to this. Now this game is by Rock Manor Games. I forgot to mention that, I apologize. And it's a game by Todd Walsh. So here we go, we're going to check it out. Now the cool thing about this game is as you open it, it actually becomes your board. Check that out. So your board is actually going to be right here. You're going to put some of your cards here, and this is going to be your campfire that you're going to have to deal with. Now the first thing we see inside the box, I'm going to spin it back around so we can dig into the box, is we get a rule book. That's fantastic. We need to read through this and figure out how to play. But like I said, there's some good playthroughs out there, so go check those out. Now if we dig through the box, it looks like we have some of our cards here. We are going to go through these cards and see what they're all about. These must be from the Kickstarter stretch goals because they're in a special sack. I'll have to take a look at that. Also, look at these. These are going to be awesome. Now, this is, again, part of the Kickstarter Deluxe Edition. It comes with this awesome thing right here. Oh, wait, we don't care about that. Okay, we got these engraved tokens, but these are pretty cool. They're laser engraved little tokens here. That one's not, but this one is. It's got these number 3, a 2, and I'm sure this one's got a 1 on it somewhere. I guess it doesn't. Okay. And these are going to be deciding who, these are going to put on your characters, and they're going to determine if they've actually been in charge of the camp. Because each time you play the game, you have to have your person do a camp action at least twice. And like I said, you have 4 characters, so you have to get through 9 rounds. So every person has to stay at camp twice. You'll see how that goes when you do the playthrough. Next, we have a bunch of dice. Now, these are going to be symbolizing your characters, and each character is going to get a set of these dice as you play. And you can use them intermittently with whoever you want, but it's going to, when I get to the player boards, certain characters are going to use certain types of dice, but the kind of color dice you use don't really matter, but it is kind of thematic to put them with the characters that there are of that color. All right, so these are the dice. Now, it looks like we also have another set of cards. These are going to be I think it's going to be our ability cards for our characters. We're going to go through some of these. And these, I believe, are going to be the stretch goal ones, which is why they're in a different sleeve thing here. Next, of course, I love the fact that a lot of game creators now are actually giving me bags. I love bags. Bags are awesome. I also like little storage things I can put things in. And then, of course, down the bottom here, we've got our player mats. So let's get these out. Oh, they don't look like they want to come out very easy. Come on. You're on camera. Come out real easily. Nope, not coming out easily at all. Are you kidding me? Wow, all right, I'm gonna have to do this off camera. I'll be back to show you all the character boards in a sec. Okay, that was out of control, but we finally got the character boards out. That was an unbelievable feat of strength and ingenuity in order to get those out. But let's take a look at what is inside our character sheets here. So we've got all our different characters here. We've got our ranger, and each person has a different little ability they can do while they're at camp. And this shows the type of dice they're going to be rolling when they are activating themselves. And also these are going to be where you put your 3 abilities that each character is going to get. So we have a ranger, a beastmaster, we also have a warrior, rogue, and like I said, you can kind of put the color dice you want with the kind of guys you want. If you think the wizard's going to shoot fireballs, you give him the red one. If you think the wizard's going to be, or the rogue's going to be stabbing people a lot, give him the red ones. We got the wizard, we've got a cleric, and that's all we have in there. Now these must be the stretch goal ones that, and also I believe there's also a community one that was voted for, but I'm not sure. I think this is going to be, I think there's a bard in here, and probably, and gonna, obviously the knight that's sitting right on top. And yes, there's the bard. So these two, I believe, are also stretch goal materials. So those are our different characters. And like I said before, each one of them is going to have their own tasks they can do in camp. And the different type of dice are going to affect how well this person may perform in combat when trying to decide how to take out the monsters that they're going to have to deal with to keep the monsters at bay and hopefully win the game. And since we were looking at the character cards, let's go ahead and look at their ability cards. Now it looks like each person's going to come with 5. And I have to look at the rules. I can't remember. I apologize. If you're able to pick them, or I think you just shuffle them up and you get 3. And then you can, and during the game, you might be able to swap these out for different things. Depending on maybe how the battle's going, you can decide maybe it would be better in the next turn to have a different type of skill. But we have ones for the elf. We have one for this looks like the wizard. He's got his own set of cards. We've got a set of cards here for the warrior, and each one's going to kind of reflect the way that kind of character works. So like obviously the warriors are probably going to be more strong and throwing axes. Look at this, berserker. Yeah, these are all very warrior related, where I'm sure this is going to be very magic based. You got curse, shock bolt, polymorph. Yeah, these are very wizardy. Chaos blast and illuminate. Why not? Everybody needs some light. Let's see what else we got. We've got our Beastmaster. His are going to be all about probably, I forget, taming animals and things like that, I'm sure. And we have the Rogue, and then we also have the Cleric. So those are our starting characters that you get inside the base box. And then the stretch goal ones are for the 2 different characters that were in that stretch goal area. We've got the Bard, and we've also have our Knight. So we have looks like 2, 4, 6, 8 characters. And when you play, you're going to be playing with 4. So there is some good amount of random diversity here that you can play with. So I'm kind of excited to see how this is all going to play out. And I'll have to figure out what characters we're going to use. Maybe I'll have you guys decide. I'll have to figure that out. Now in our next set of cards, we have our location. Oh, these are probably the enemy cards. Yeah, these are going to be all our enemies that we're going to be finding through the game. And we'll see how all these work in the playthrough as we play through it. But it does look like there's a couple of each kind. So it's going to be, and of course there's some of these really big ones. These are the Unhallowed. These Unhallowed characters are going to be a lot more powerful and a lot harder to defeat than some of the old easier ones down here. Like, I don't know if any of these are going to be really that easy, but we got a Treant. He might be a little bit easier than this guy. We'll have to take a look as we play through the game. Also, we have our locations. Our locations are going to have, it's going to tell us how much fire it's going to remove, and it's also going to tell us kind of how many enemies we're going to find, and also they're going to have little rules for each place you go to. So we're going to go and get some of these encounters and some of these locations. It'll be a lot of fun. So those are this deck of cards. And of course, there's also a Kickstarter version of that deck as well. We have some extra cards inside here. So these are the Kickstarter ones. It's going to have, again, more locations and more enemies that are going to be unlocked during the Kickstarter. And they're right here. So we're going to put those with the other ones. We'll shuffle them all together. And that is Set a Watch by Todd Walsh, a member of Rock Manor Games. So I'm excited to bring this to my channel. I'm really looking forward to it. What I want you to do, I've thought about it. I'm gonna have you guys go ahead and tell me what 4 characters we should use. We've got the Bard, the Knight, the Ranger, the Beastmaster, the Warrior, the Rogue, the Wizard, and finally we have the Cleric. So I want you to go ahead and tell me what one you're interested in seeing out there, and whichever ones get the most votes, I'm going to play with those 4 characters. Now you only have to vote for one, or you could tell me all 4 that you're interested in seeing, but the ones that do get the most votes are the ones I'm going to use. And if I don't get any, I'm just going to go ahead and pick some. That's just what I'm going to do. All right, so that is Set a Watch. That was the unboxing video. I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please go ahead and hit the like symbol. Don't forget the bell symbol, and you'll know when the actual video for Set a Watch comes out. Also, please feel free to leave anything in the description below. What do you think of Set a Watch? Have you had a chance to play this game yet? I have not. I'm really excited to do that. Also, which characters should we use when we actually do our playthrough of Set a Watch? I'm excited to hear what you have to say. And if you're excited to see what comes next, then I need you to meet me at the table.